this next story is disturbing. It's about a 28-year-old guy in Chicago who had a devious plot to seduce some young teenagers. In his first move, he went after a 17-year-old kid. He's a guy, and the 17-year-old was also a guy. And he met him at a movie theater, and he said to him, "Oh, I'm an MTV producer." Brings the kid back to his place and says, "Look, we got this job, but in order to be part of this MTV show, there's a sex scene with a guy." Now, every time I see these stories, I think, like, no, don't do it, please. There's no MTV show with a sex scene with a guy. No. And the kid decides, no, I'm not going to do it. But then he changes his mind. He calls him back, says, "I need the money, so I'm going to come in and do it." "You're not going to get any money. Don't do it." So he goes back in, and then the guy records himself having sex with the kid. And then, to make things worse, he says to the kid, he texts to the kid, "Hey, if you don't come back and do it again, I'm going to send this to your whole high school, this tape. Or send me any other boy that's as cute as you." Okay, so then on another instance, he convinced a 14-year-old, who then I guess became 15 later, because they say it was a 17 and a 15-year-old that he had sex with, to fly out from Pennsylvania to meet him in Chicago. He pretended on Facebook or MySpace to be another 15-year-old. And then the kid shows up. He's 28. Apparently he had sex with him anyway. So this douchebag gets caught having had sex with underage kids twice. Now, it turns out in 2005 and 2006, he was released on parole because in 2002, he had been convicted on child porn charges. Are you surprised? So his problem was he ran into the wrong prosecutor, right? So before, on the child porn charges, he'd gotten 60 months, but he got paroled in 36 months, so he was out in 3 years. He's back out there. In this case, he had the text message that was out there. He's texted him, because these guys are always stupid. You don't think they could use that as evidence, you moron, right? So anyway, he got 55 years. You know, we always talk about, look, if it's a multiple case, it's underage, it's this, it's that, put them away so they don't come out. 55 years is serious. Okay, you know who the prosecutor was? U.S. Attorney Patrick Fitzgerald. When Fitzgerald comes for you, you done get got. Ask Scooter Libby. Ask this gentleman over here, Matthew Selleck. So, fascinating. You know, you forget that he does, of course, non-political cases, too. And so this guy is going away for a long, long time. And, you know, we'll see if he gets paroled in the federal system, and this is why Fitzgerald handled it, because it's in the federal system. Your chance of getting out on parole is diminished, and certainly you're going to serve a larger percentage of your time on average. So it'll be a long time before this guy makes it out again.
There must be more details to the second case. This kid took a flight to Chicago, the 15-year-old, I think you said it was?
Yeah.
Who paid for that?
That's a good question.
You know, I mean, did the guy fly him out? Is this kid's parents vacant? I don't know. I mean, how does this just happen? It sounds like something an adult does. Makes a decision to fly somewhere to meet somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know how it happened. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, I hear you, and I don't have the answers to that, and those are good questions, because, you know, I wonder, too, because, I mean, if it's your kid, Jesus, what are you having to fly out to Chicago for? I mean, unless he came up with the most brilliant story and you're letting a 15-year-old fly by himself. Did he pay for it? Did the parents pay for it? Did the molester guy pay for it? Those are good questions, yeah. I just don't have the answers to them. But it's disturbing either way. But I'm glad he ran into the wrong prosecutor. So whatever plots he's got coming up, he's going to have to hatch them about 50 years from now.
Watch more clips at theyoungturks.com.